Cancer. Hello and welcome to your love reading for the week of August 4th through the 11th. Let's get started. So the moon went through your sign over this past weekend from Venus Day to Saturn Day. We had the moon in Cancer and it shifted into Leo. So you got to get back to a sense of really coming into yourself, feeling nurtured and calm and cool and collected. We have the prayer and the judge to start out. I'm going to pull 5 from the Wild Unknown Archetypes and then clarify with the Salvador Dali deck and leave us with some sacred symbol oracle cards. So we have the prayer, the judge, Gnosis, which I pulled today in my TikTok short videos, the heart, and we have the mother. So right now, Cancer, we are in your second house, the house of what makes you feel valuable, what you put into your body, how you're eating. And maybe you start to pray over your food. And it could be like Mercury retrograde actually gets you to start praying over your food every single day, before every single meal, sending prana and intention to your food and being grateful for, all the hands that came together to put whatever's on your plate, to thank the chef. Those prayers are very powerful and they will actually give you a lot of nutrition. It will allow for your food to pass through your system really healthfully, and it might even lead to some better health choices. So we have the Ace of Wands with the prayer. It feels like your prayer is also going to move mountains. There's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes, Cancer, that once you come to trust in the prayers that you have, you will start to see forward movement with your ideas and your objectives. So for the judge, we have the 8 of Coins. So you guys have been steady does it, especially with having just finished your season and moving into a Mercury retrograde and a new moon on the 4th, the day that this is going live. So I would just say to continue celebrating your heritage, celebrating all of the work you've done. Give yourself extra kudos because you guys have been diligent. You've been showing up and working hard. And I feel that by November, we are going to become believers of whatever it is that we've been sowing, likely since February, March. Maybe some things we're picking back up during this Mercury retrograde. The devil, Mars. Mars is conjuncting Gemini with Gnosis. And it feels like, get those shadowy devils out of your mind. Make sure that you are calling on, the team of your highest counsel of God to come through and help you to take actions that are aligned with what will bring you into a sense of closeness with the divine. We have the Lovers, and this is actually Virgo card with the heart. So my Cancers, you guys might be cherishing the romance that you have. You might be reigniting the romance in your life with Mercury retrograding, just showing you how every single day can be filled with more heart, more purpose, and put you into a place of those prayers being answered on a daily basis, which will it's going to kind of keep us in this steady flow of joy. It's like being in a wave pool where the waves are nice and you're not going to get anything crazy out of anywhere. It's not going to just come and sweep you out into the center of the ocean. You have the Sun and the Mother. Maybe there's a new mother. Maybe you guys are celebrating the creations that you all are bringing to life. With this Mother card, it looks like a piece of challah bread. It looks like there's some traditions that have been keeping you safe. They've been keeping you well. And we do have the glyph of Gemini on this card. So I would say that there might be a little bit that we're learning or needing to come into knowing about, especially with the Gnosis and the Devil card. Let's read that because that I feel will clarify a bit more with this reading. Gnosis. Oh, okay. And also I spoke to this earlier for the prayer card, that prayer is something that the church kind of borrowed and made it into a bowed head, ask God, because we're going to talk to God for you, into making your actions and this Ace of Wands very intentional through everything that you do. I was told by a ballet teacher to make every gesture a part of the dance. So it's like How much can you extend yourself into every single action that you do as a prayer, into every single upload that you make onto social media? How can that become a prayer? How can you soften your heart when we have these glitches in technologies? That just happened for me, and I was very determined. I was like, okay, let's make this nice. Let's enjoy this process as much as we can. It's going to happen. Mercury's in shadow, and there are certain things that become more clear to us during a Mercury retrograde. But the prayer is something that can be done throughout all of these trials, throughout all of these devils of the mind. And as we do that, we come into a sense of gnosis, of knowing the truth, true knowledge. So innermost knowing, mystic truths, and the prayer is the worship, the reverence, and the homage. So we want to give homage to our mother. We want to give homage to our lineage through the actions that we're doing. And I feel that will give us a sense of feeling complete with our goals, and anything that comes as a result of the efforts that we're making will actually end up taking us a lot further. And the moon this week moves from Leo to Scorpio. So I have a feeling, Cancer, that you guys are going to come into a deep sense of ecstasy, romantic bliss, cherishing each moment and absorbing it more and more, because this Mercury retrograde from Virgo into Leo, I feel, is going to help us with a new approach to our creative endeavors. Maybe we're slowing down to really savor every bite, to savor the moment in ways that we couldn't really access before, in ways that were considered sinful, in ways that we were deliberately told were wrong, so that we wouldn't enjoy too much of our time here on earth and be in too much pleasure for the things that we're exactly meant to hold pleasure with. So the Devil card, let's see what that has to say. And then I'll speak to the Lover's card while I look for this Devil card. The Lover's card also represents getting closer to something that we love, to putting ourselves into our work, putting our heart out there into the world, and trusting that as we are ruled by the moon, and the mother and the sun came out, it's just like the mother can be exalted through every single gesture that you're making. Okay, the Devil card. Practical advice. Once you have shed light into the darkness, the vampire will turn to dust, and the hidden will take on shape and color as it emerges. Dare to face the unknown and observe it closely until you can decide how much of it to use and what to discard. And we do have Mars in your 12th house. So this could lead to like bumping your toe if you have frustration that you're not communicating to your beloved, or to your family members, or to your boss, or to your clients. Make sure that you are getting so diligent with communication and truly knowing yourself, truly knowing your motivations for taking action, Cancer. And this will help you to move forward your love story in ways that you're hoping for and dreaming of. Let's see what the Sacred Symbols Oracle has to say. For Cancer, love related. Ooh, this one. Stormy. Ooh. So this is like dark and stormy. Cuddle up during these summer storms, during this influx of, maybe there's like I wanted to say a nebulous storm, but I meant a meteor shower. Maybe there's some immense creation that you're bringing forth, and you need to trust in the chaos during this creation. Maybe some of you are actually planning on becoming mothers, or you're having a rocky connection to your... That pigeon at the window. Oh my gosh, he was so confused. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this might relate to someone's reading, and that bird totally was like, hey, don't get stormy with your mother. Just learn that if you're having some sort of... That is so funny to happen during a reading. If you're having some sort of rocky connection to your mom, just consider, again, I said this during Leo's reading, that you can have their insight at an arm's length distance and say, I know that we're all in Earth School. Thank you for giving me life, but I don't have to abide by any rules anymore. I get to play. I get to enjoy my second chance at childhood. Drama straight ahead. Prepare and brace yourself. Conditions are not favorable at this time. Wait the storm out before proceeding. Please don't worry either. The weather can change very quickly. Meditate on this when you want to call in your sea legs to keep you safe and secure through a hardship or stressful period. If you are inquiring about a relationship, please be warned that this situation will bring a lot of upheaval to your path. Proceed with caution. Symbol is a ship. A pirate boat on the ocean just makes its way through a storm, only to be headed toward another. And something interesting that I learned about pirate ships is that they would use the skull and crossbones as a way to pretend that they had cholera, like people who passed from cholera on board their ship, and then they would get close enough to another ship to be like, give us your booty. So we want to make sure that we are nurturing ourselves enough to not be susceptible to someone's waves, to someone's changing mind, to someone's need to, maybe during Mercury retrograde, an ex can come back, or you can have some volatile things within your romantic life come to the fore, but you're going to start to see ways through if you slow down your communication enough to get your sea legs, to say, all right, I need some time and space to come up with my next step, and to not be so backed into a corner to where you feel like you have to sort of take those crabby pinchers and pinch at people. And I love the meme. I'm going to pull an angel card. I love the meme with the crabs that are holding those knives. And there's like 3 of them, and they're supporting each other because they're like, we're not getting cooked today. That's right, my Cancers. We have Queen of Fire. This is you. You're passionate, you're graceful, you're intelligent. And let's pull from the Healing Waters Oracle for a final card. The Wishing Well, unexpected gifts, kindness, and karmic jewels. So just know all that love that you've been sending out, that you've been nurturing the world with, that you've been putting into your prayer, it's going to come back to you. And take that symbol of the bird hitting the window as you will, whatever that applies to for you. Just keep going. Just trust that there is land ahead, and that you have everything you need within you to communicate your needs. Cancer, I don't know what this is, an upside down heart. Love you so much. Have an amazing week, and I will see you all in our next reading. Aloha.